إله واحد واي وزوالو وغدنتا وبكله وحن لها إحدى من تعوضا وويدين إيا والحلين أيام وياها كميزا ورابة إيا وانبا إسويلر سذي سؤال وانكيبا يري وريا أدونكي واسعيو ولا لو زي أفريكو وتواتيري ماهيو وناك بانكو ودعي warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay nabsigii waayahan maqnaa inuu waaxdayda yimi adunbaa ii warramay wadaygay baa tahay aan waayays weheline wanyahow haygoyn wadnaa wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay kolkaad weydaysan tahay ninkii ku gala wanaag abaal baa laga warshaa waxyeelaan kugu aqaan wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay adduunyadu waaya male wanaag loogama irkado ninna kama buuxsha weeltan maantana waa wareer wadaygay baa tahay aan waayays wehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay wuxuusnimadii ka baxay wasiiraan leeyahayo wistaa ii mara carrada wareerkaa sheegatana war iyo waayow mali wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay mawiil iyo waalidkiba ayaan kala weecan kara axdigu waa weyn yahay ma labadii wacad dhigto wallaahi isugu maraa isweydaarsada xumaan wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay wiidnimadaydii horiyo haddow waayeel ku dhacay waxtar hadalkiisa daaweynihii baad mahaysato wax yar baa wiririglo waxaa haray waxarihii wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay walaalkayga yar iyo sidaad wiilkayga tahan waqay ku waaniyaa adna waad waalantaho gamuun waabay leh iyo warmaadii haysataa wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha wuxuu yidhi waa tahay maweer baa ari cidlaa warjeef mooye waxreeb walaalow lagu wadaa waxyeelaan kugu aqaan wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay aboon waageedii hore wadka uu aabbahood la tegay wasaa lay saarayo wakiilkoodaan ahaa walaayadii baan wadaa intay weynaanayaan warqaada ii saxiix wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha wuxuu yidhi waa tahay ma wiilkan anigu dhalo aabihii aad walamsataad wasaaya u noqon kartaa wareer weyn baad wadaa wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan wuxuu yidhi waa tahay sidaas kulama warramin walaalow baan wadaa warshada aan kuu furiyo wadaan soo jeexayaa iweydii waxaad rabtee wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaa wowgii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay ninkii ka weyn wax badan haddii aad waanisaa asuu diidaa wanaag xumaan baa lala wadaa wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay webiga adigaa fadhiya wadaan maran baan wataa ilmihii wuuday hayaan wejigu waa weyn yahay war nacabay oran walaal wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay waxdan adigoo wirxo ilmuhu ay ku wadeen kuwayguna waa wareey war aabbowna hayaan waktigu isoo wareeg wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabow maalin wacan oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay bariga wadiga warkiyay dad baa ii walalac yidhi micidu wiiqbay itiri hunguri weyn baa ii wada waxbaa ii dhaaban weli adse waa weyraxday bal waa waanoo barye wadaygay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay waluxaa iyo waleyl wasaafaad iyo wafuur wanajmi idaa hawaa walcasriya weylun iyo 7 wow walwaltirayaal la dhaho watiin goortaan cuskaday ilaahay waaxidaa xaqayga ii warjo wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin wacan oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa tahay waluxaa iyo waleyl wasaafaad iyo wafuur wanajmi idaa hawaa waleyli haddaad taqaan wadaad baad ii tahay wadada loo mara sirtiyo wardeena anaa haye ee kacan weli maysane wadaayay baa tahay aan waaye iswehelinne wanyahow haygoyn wadnaha oogii kale waxaan lahaa wuxuu yidhi waa wareey wadani baan ahay anigu mareerkan waadiyiyo wadeecaha looy dhahaa wax dhan weerka u xirto ankaa waadinahayaan wadaagaynaa waryaa wareer weyn baad wadaa wanaag baan ku wadacay warkuna waa kooban yahay wadaynimaka ma rabo waddankaana iskale han kala weydaaranne waraabo maalin
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم رمضان كريم رمضان كريم رمضان كريم دمانتين انت قولك كجرتا وحن الله ولا سود وادا سلامة مسلم كان يقول سلامي سلامتينا يدعينا لما ركتي thank you بان الله ما هتسند بان الله habeen wanaagsan ummadda reer Djibouti dal iyo gudihiisaba iyo bannaankaba iyakan waxaan leeyahay Ramadaan Kariim wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu caawa qorshuhu wuxuu ku saabsan yahay oo caawa waxaan ka hadlayaa oo kaliyaati dowladda Ethiopia analyse-keegu waxay ku saabsan tahay dowladda Ethiopia dowladda Djibouti halkay arrimuhu marayaan heshiisyada ka dhaxeeya Ismaaciil Cumar Geelle iyo Dr. ABYE dowladda Ethiopia Dr. ABYE xaggee wax marayaan Ethiopia xaaladdeedu xaggee ku sugan tahay ABYE siduu wax u wadaa ABYE muxuu ugu yeedhay president Isaias Afwerki dhowr beri ka hor Addis Ababa Dr. ABYE iyo Isaias Afwerki qorshahoogu muxuu yahay السلام عليكم فيصل عبد الله فيصل أبرون رمضان كريم وانكو سلامي مهد سند سودو أرمها جيس كودن بواد جعشة وانكو أوغاي سودو مركا waxaas oo dhan ma ka hadlaya waan macneynaya dhammaantiin waxaan leeyahay dhegaysi wacan sheergareeya wax badan baad ka kordhisanaysiin oo ka ogaanaysiin maaragtay analyska iyo siyaasadda maaragtay gobolka halku marayo iyo Djibouti laftigeeda xaaladdeedu xaggee ku socotaa xaggee ku dambaynaysaa viruskan la sheegayo iyo dowladda Djibouti see wax u qabataa Somaliland laftigeeda xaggee maanta isla taagan yihiin Djibouti iyo Somaliland Djibouti maxay ka damacsantahay Somalilandna jawaabteedu maxay noqonaysaa waxaasoo dhan baan isku taagayaa marka hore waxaan isku dayayaa maaragtay bal af ingiriisigayga intii aan karayo inta kartideeda walow ingiriisiga lagaga fiican yahay oo de ingiriisiguna hayn afkaan u dhashay laakiin jacbir iyo wuxuuna doonaba ha noqdee bal waxaan isku dayayaa maaragtay in messagekayga inay walaaladeen Ethiopia dowladda Ethiopia Dr. ABYE AHMED iyo ragga kale ee siyaasadda maaragtay ku xildheer Ethiopia in ay maaragtay ay dhegaystaan free Djibouti waad mahadsan tahay assalaamu calaykum soo dhawow walaal soo dhawow marka sidaa daraaddeed waxaan isku dayayaa marka hore inaan af ingiriisi aan wax ku sheego aan af ingiriisi aan wax ku macneeyo oo kadib markaas hadduu ilaahay rahaa aan Soomaali aan u soo daadego si maaragtay analyska aan sameeyey ay u gaadho ummadda Ethiopia iska Ethiopia xaaladdeedu maanta meel adag bay maraysaa dowladda Djibouti iyo dalka Djiboutina tii ugu darneed bay maraysaa marka su'aasha aan isweydiinayo waxa weeyaan ummadda reer Djibouti iyo ummadda Ethiopia xaggee wax iska qabsan karaan sidee wax iskugu beersan karaan sidee maaragtay ummadda Djibouti ay walaalada Ethiopia ay uga codsan karaan maaragtay inay gacan ku siiyaan maaragtay kalitaliska maaragtay Ismaaciil Cumar Geelle ee dalka iyo ummadaba baabi'inaya annakuna haddaan ummadda reer Djibouti aan nahay see maaragtay aan dalka Ethiopia seen wax uga jeen qaadi karnaa iyo ABYE Dr. ABYE ma joogayaa ma soconayaa hadduu joogayo siduu wax u kala hagaajin doonaa hadduu soconayana siduu ku soconayaa waxaasoo dhan baan maaragtay aan ka hadli doonaa waxaan jecelahay maaragtay ragga Ethiopia jooga aba banaanka jooga dibadda walaalayaal please and please Sultan Deberkaleh si fiican ugu turjuma barnaamijka uu wado waa very important inta af amxaariga ku hadlaysa af amxaarig ku turjuma inta af oromo ku hadlaysa af oromo ku turjuma inta af tigree ku hadlaysana af tigree ku turjuma marka dhammaantiin si fiican i dhegeysta inta af canfar garanaysana please af canfar ugu turjuma si ay qowmiyadaha Ethiopia ku nool uu analyskeyga u gaaro leesh wax badan baad ka faa'iidaysanayso khasuusanna maaragtay dowladaha maaragtay ajaanibka iyo kuwa dalka Djibouti jooga iyo dhammaantoonba aniga si fiican bay ila socdaan si fiican bay ii dhegaystaan analyskegana way garanayaan oo inaan aad iyo aad aan rugacdaa geeska ugu takhalusay inaan yahay way ogyihin marka sidaa daraaddeed waxaan leeyahay soo dhowaada walaal sheer gareeya dhegaysi wacan taariikhda maanta waa 7 bisha May 2020 waxaa halkan ila hadlaya oo baaqa nii soo diraya walaalkiin Sultan Deberkaleh Ahmed madaxweynaha xaquudirirka ee mustaqbalka ee ummadda reer Djibouti yaa baaqan soo diraya iyo analysekan ku saabsan Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea iyo Somalia. Ka dhegeysi waxa. Good evening, brother and sister, especially Ethiopian people and Eritrean people. Today is the 7 May 2020, and this message is coming from your brother, Sultan Deberkaleh. It's very important for Ethiopian people, Djiboutian people, particularly, and Eritrean people. Why? You know that Ethiopian people and Djibouti people and Eritrean people and Somalia also, it is one family in the area, brother and sister. For that reason, today my topic, sorry about my English because it's not my mother language or my father language or my school language, but I try my best to explain you exactly what the situation today in Ethiopia, and I want to give also some analysis between the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, ABYE AHMED, and the President Isaias Afwerki for today this situation, and why the travel from Eritrea, the President Isaias Afwerki going to Addis Ababa. Why? In this period, this time, and every country in this world is a blackout, totally blackout, especially about the sanitarium or about the virus. You know that. No any prime minister, no any president going to travel country to country. Why? Eritrean country, it is a blackout about the virus, COVID-19. Ethiopia is the same. It is under blackout. Djibouti the same, Somalia same. Why today the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, ABYE, invite the President of Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki? That's very important. But before I try to continue my topic, let me explain you what I want to explain and to talk today for my speech or for my message. Number one, this message, it is very important for Ethiopian people, Eritrean people, Djiboutian people, and Somalian people. Number two, I want to give salam brotherly to my friends, to my brother, JOWAR MOHAMED, the activist, and also I hope the next Prime Minister of Ethiopia, BEKELE GERBA, the president of Amara Party, an activist for human rights also, DAOUD IBSA, the Mujahid of Oromo Liberation Front, LENCHO LETTA, the president, and elders, activists for human rights, and especially is very important VIP person in Ethiopia, and especially in Oromo people. And finally, General GALCHUU is my brother, is my friend. General GALCHUU, he's a leader also. He's a Mujahid. He's a president of one party, very important, and he's a partner to all this personality group. And I hope and I wish you will become the next government to save Ethiopia. That's very important. To save Ethiopia. Do you know why I tell like that? I understand that and I know many things. And I try to my best to explain you in my English. I know that my English is not perfect, but I try my best. Okay? For that reason, this is the speech and the message I sent to Ethiopian people, particularly to Eritrean people and Djiboutian people. And I want to explain also to the Ethiopian people, too particularly, what the secret agreement between Dr. ABYE and the criminal mafia dictator ISMAኤL Omar GUELLEH, president of Djibouti. What the secret agreement? Also, what the plan? The plan to ISMAኤL Omar GUELLEH to destabilize to Ethiopian government. Why Dr. ABYE, for a long time ago, he don't take any measurement to stop this criminal act coming from Djibouti government by the order of ISMAኤL Omar GUELLEH. Why? People of Ethiopian every day dead by civil war between Isa to Afar, between Oromo to Somali, or Oromo to Isa, between Amara to Tigray, between Amara to Oromo, and all these arms, guns, coming through by Djibouti port, by Djibouti container, going directly to Ethiopia. How many times our people, Afar and Somali, stop and show to the Ethiopian government and to especially the journalists this criminal act? Sometimes also ISMAኤL Omar GUELLEH send arms and bomb and guns through Somaliland. That is not the secret. It is every government, foreigners living to Djibouti, living to Ethiopia, knows that. It is not secret. But the reason now, and I try to explain, it is why Dr. ABYE, the Nobel Prize, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, why he accept that criminal act. Why? That is very important. My dear brothers and sisters from Ethiopia, especially about the politician people, I have a long historical on my biography, political, in region, especially in Ethiopia, in Eritrea, in Djibouti, and all majority, except only Amara politician or Amara front, don't know me, but Oromo Liberation Front, he know me very well. Islamic Oromo Liberation Front, Abajara, peace with him, know me very well. For a long time. Not only from Ethiopia, in Hararge times, Hararge area, but in Somalia also, in Mogadishu, in Djibouti also. I lost also one of my friend, my brother. Long time ago, all Oromo people know him. Nadi Gamada, peace with him, and God bless him. Nadi Gamada, he's my friend, and I have historical. Especially also Eritrean Liberation Front, know me also very well. Not only now, from Somalia. Some of leader also from Eritrea in the government of President Isaias Afwerki know me very well. In Dankalia, especially Eritrean Dankalia area, know me very well. And Sultan also know me very well from Eritrea. And Sultan from Ethiopia also know me very well. And from Afar front, especially Afar Liberation Front. He know me very well also, and I'm struggled together, not only for Ethiopia against the government of Mengistu Haile Mariam, but in Somalia also, from Boroma to Mogadishu. Afar Liberation Front know me very well, especially the leader, and especially also Sultan Ali peace with him, Sultan Hanfare Ali Mereh. He know me very well, and I know him very well. For that reason, you know, the situation of Ethiopia, it is very important for me. Sultan Deberkaleh is very important for me. And also, when the EPRDF going outside from the power, and I saw that the new Prime Minister, Dr. ABYE Ahmed, I have hope, and I support him. And I think our brother, Dr. ABYE Ahmed, he will give in our area, in Ethiopia, especially in East Africa, the new hope of all these people. Peace, justice, brotherhood, all these things, that is my aim and my target. But unfortunately, I'm sorry, Dr. ABYE, no. Dr. ABYE is not take the right things and the right way to save in priority Ethiopian people, particularly Ethiopian people. Secondly, Eritrean people. Thirdly, Djiboutian people and Somalia people. No, he changed completely his view and what the hope of Ethiopian people. It is completely changed. I think in the beginning, the 3 or 6 months, he take very, very good action. Make prisoner freedom, give some speech for democracy or for the journalists and the right people to give some freedom. But after that, only talking, but no action, not the reality. What's happened? Now today, the situation of Ethiopia, it is very, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. The risk of civil war, it's going up. Yes, that's what I get information or analyze, especially, and also from my experience, because I am in life, and also I am also personally in this situation. I see that from my experience, the time of Siad Barre going outside and the collapse about the Somali government. I was this time in Mogadishu. I am the last person meeting President Siad Barre, especially Djiboutian political citizen. And after that, when I go out from Mogadishu, I coming to Ethiopia through the border of Beledweyne, Ferfer, Shilabo, Degahbur, Harar, Jigjiga, and Dirdawa. And I was in the prison after that. Because Ethiopian government, Mengistu Haile Mariam this time, especially the Colonel Ayane, the chief of security of Hararge, he put me in jail in Harar by the order of Ismaël Margele. For that reason, I saw that how Siad Barre collapsed government and how Mengistu Haile Mariam is collapsing. And all these items, all these political situation today, it is the reality of Ethiopia. Yeah, it is the reality of Ethiopia. And also maybe I can tell that also more dangerous time before. Because before, it is a problem between government and opposition to fighters. Okay, that it is fighters, mujahideen, to against Mengistu Haile Mariam system. Okay, but no tribe problem, no Oromo Amara problem, no Tigray Amara problem, no Afar Somali problem. It is against only about the government, the regime. But today the situation of Ethiopia, it is completely different. Completely different. The situation of Ethiopia today, it is problem of tribe. Oromo to Somali, Somali to Afar, Isa to Afar, Amara to Oromo, Amara to Tigray, and other people also from Benishangul or Gambela. All this Ethiopia, it is boiling like, you know, nuclear bomb. How? How this situation? How is coming today like that? Okay, people making some, you know, up against the big mistake and many mistake about the EPRDF, okay? Only God no make mistake. Only God, 100% is good, no mistake. But government or prime minister or president, he can to make mistake. And EPRDF, in the beginning, I think the 5 or 10 years from EPRDF, that's everything's going well. After 10 years, the problem is coming more and more and more. Okay? That's the collapse of EPRDF system and coming new policy, that hope of the people means the hope of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia is coming. But the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, it is one of the members of EPRDF for more than 27 years. He's a Colonel Chief of Security. Means he knows that very well, the situation of Ethiopia, the situation of Eritrea, the situation of Djibouti, and Somalia and Sudan. He knows very well. That also, congratulations to Dr. ABYE when he's stopping to the war between Eritrea to Ethiopia. Because it's very important action. And I support him 100%, this peace agreement, to stop the war and the killing between Ethiopia to Eritrea. I'm very, very so happy. But what happened after? What happened after? Why the situation is completely changed in the civil society of Ethiopia? Why the problem between tribe to change by political in tribe? Why? That is incredible. People wait and need action and hope to make a democracy, justice for more than, better than to yesterday, to Dr. ABYE. No. Dr. ABYE, he take his Nobel Prize and he tried to make what he believed that, and he do. But this action, this all mistake coming after that. Why? Who's making this mistake in the backside? How is it possible? Dr. ABYE tried to make fighting, tried to kill him, his brother and sister from Oromo. How it's possible? How? He's coming from Oromo supporting. He's coming from the community of Oromo. He's a father and he's personally, he have a blood of Oromo people. how he's fighting to send the federal military to go to kill to Oromo people. Why? He make peace agreement to the Oromo Liberation Front. Everything. Why? Why? Where is the elders of Oromo people? Where is it? It's incredible. It's incredible. Because you know, what's the difference between the time of Meles Zenawi, he's fighting to the front Mujahideen, okay, and the killing, that is very clear. Because the government have one policy. You want to take all these people by force and not accept to collaborate or to make some share power or politically to make Ethiopia peace. And that time EPRDF take the measurement to go to fighting. Okay. But this fighting is stopping, it's finished. The new policy of Ethiopia is not to go to fighting, not to go to killing, is on people, on brother, sister in directly. And two particularly, Oromo, Amara, Tigray, or others people. Why? Why the Nobel Prize cover all this crime against the people of Ethiopia? That is every people you know today is a completely surprise. Like me, the first supporter of Dr. ABYE. I'm the first supporter from Djiboutian people to support completely Dr. ABYE. Is a hope of Djiboutian people, hope of Ethiopian people, hope to Eritrean people, hope to Somalian people, to Sudan. What happened? That is incredible. For that reason, today it is time to save Ethiopia. Because if Ethiopia going to the trouble, if Ethiopia going to the civil war, I don't pray for that reason, and I pray God to save Ethiopia, to save our people everywhere in our area. If civil war going to Ethiopia, Djibouti also not stay safe. Djibouti also will burn me. That's very important. That's very important. For that reason, I want to give my message to particularly to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. You must to stop and you must to take out the people to give you no good advice for Ethiopian people, for Eritrean people, for Djiboutian people, or for Somali people. That I tell you. Some people, maybe foreigner people, maybe inside in the country people, need to make Ethiopia destabilize, civil war. That is very dangerous for Ethiopian people and for us also. For that reason, I want to give advice to Dr. ABYE. Brother, listen me carefully. Listen me carefully, please. And please, I don't want any problem to come to you and to your power. But please, today, it is time to resign. I tell you, brother, believe me, it is a time to resign. Dr. ABYE and your government. Your government is a fallings. He make mistake by mistake, and is going in front of to civil war and destruction of Ethiopia. For that reason, brother, you are Nobel Prize by European. Okay? Please, please, brother, resign and stay at home safely. You and your family safely. And maybe tomorrow you will get another position. That is very important. Because also let me tell you some another information. If you know, if you don't know, but me, I know very well. The president of Ethiopia, Madam Sahle. You know that, Madam Sahle, from where she's coming? You know that the president of Ethiopia, Madam Sahle, she's the best friend of ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh. She's ambassador of Ethiopia in Djibouti about 5 years. Dr. ABYE, yes. How who's the person give advice? Because she's woman, she's my sister. Okay, I agree. I agree. But who is the person to advise you, to advise Ethiopian government to make president of Ethiopia, ambassadors Sahle, the president of Ethiopia? No. She have a lot of bling bling from Djibouti and from Paris. I know her long time. She have historical from Djibouti, too particularly, and from Paris. I'm French. I know very well. But who is this time to give her to come president of Ethiopia? And you know that, Dr. ABYE, President Sahle, Ambassador Sahle, President Sahle, when she live in Djibouti, she know ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh very well. And she's very, 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 very close to ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh. And ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh is a criminal guy. ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh is a criminal guy, criminal president. You know that. He have a blood, Ethiopian blood people in his hand. How many Oromo? More than 300 people, Oromo, killing by container in Djibouti in summer, about 50 or 60 degrees Celsius in Djibouti in June 91. In June 91, yes. And that time, I hope President Sahle, she's ambassadoress in Djibouti. The time when the Oromo people killing in by container closing, the refugees people, Oromo, taking by the order of ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh and to kill him. It's very important. And that time, who is the chief of security? Is ISMAኤL Omar Guelleh. And what she do this time when she's a president, when the president of Ethiopia, Sahle, she's ambassador in Djibouti? Nothing. How many Oromo people to take out from Djibouti and killing in the border of in Ethiopia or inside Ethiopia? Same like that of Amara or any tribe Ethiopian from Djibouti. For that reason, it is another mistake. It's not problem for me to women, because how many women she have a capacity, she have a morally, she have a personality to come president of Ethiopia. That's a reason. But I'm sorry, because I must to tell you frankly the reality and the situation. I love Ethiopia. Ethiopian people is my people, is my brother, sister. I'm not enemy of Ethiopia. But Dr. ABYE, it is a mistake by mistake. Mistake by mistake. And to make the first woman president in Africa, or sorry, no, in Ethiopia, Ambassador Sahle, no. How many sister, brother, how many sister? She's an activist for human rights, anything. And she have a long historical about struggle to Ethiopia. and you choose President Sahle to take from United Nations or from Paris and to make president of Ethiopia. Because that only, it is, to make the destruction of Ethiopia. Yes, I know that. Because, Sahle, President Sahle, she's not honest for Ethiopian people. She's not honest for the reality, peace, and freedom of Ethiopia. Please, yeah, share, and give this full information for Ethiopian people, for Oromo, for Amara, for Tigray, for Somali, for Afar. I know. Yeah. Because, to save Ethiopia, Dr. ABYE, he must understand the situation of Ethiopia today. Yes. And he must resign today to save Ethiopia. If ABYE listen me very well, I hope ABYE, he will get my message and all this information to save Ethiopia. Because the situation is not for one person or two person now. ABYE Ahmed must resign. President Saleh, ambassadress, she must resign also. Because he don't have the capacity to continue. Because now, the second step, it is how to fighting to Tigray. No, it's not the solution to go to fighting to Tigray. Tigray is a superpower. Tigray, it is a mujahideen. It is a fighters people. But that reason, Dr. ABYE, who is advise you, who is tell you, call to Isaias Afwerki, the president of Eritrea, and invite him to come to Addis Ababa, the time of COVID-19, and try to tell him, I need your support. President Isaias Afwerki, I need your support, please, because yesterday I make peace and salam with you. I have a lot of program with you. I have a lot of project with you to make Eritrea, Ethiopia dream for everything, business and port of Assab, also Masawa, everything, to make railway, train, all these things. But the reality is different. The reality is different. Because when you invite him, Isaias Afwerki, to come to Ethiopia, it is not for to show him the people, oh, Isaias is not dead. Isaias is very healthy, is good, very strong man. That, no. Isaias, he make some factory to make, open new factory and to go to like tourists in the Oromia area. No, that is not the reason. You know that, I know that, and I know the analyze. You ask him to Isaias Afwerki to help you to go to fighting in the backside through Badme, making fight to Tigray, and you are going to fighting from Amara border until to Afar border to go to fight to Tigray. No, that's not solution. Because you know why, Dr. ABYE? You know why? And the reality. Some people, foreigner or some people, to make you this very bad way or bad advice, that's not good. The day when you are going to fight to Tigray through the border of Amara and to ask him, Isaias Afwerki, to come in the backside to fighting to Tigrayan people, that's a big mistake. Because you must to know that, Dr. ABYE, Tigrayan people majority is Orthodox. Yes, Tigray people majority is Orthodox. And also, you know that the power of the church in Ethiopia, the power, the church in Ethiopia, Orthodox, and especially BEKELE church, Addis Ababa church, or Amara church, Orthodox, and also Asmara church, he don't want to go to fighting to kill Tigray. Never. No. Also the Eritrean people, the church, he don't accept to see that and to go to killing by the order of Isaias Afwerki to Tigray. Never. Today, people need to get solution, brotherhood. For you, Dr. ABYE, it's very difficult because You're making many mistakes. For that reason, the last advice I give you, brother, it is to resign and to give the power to JOWAR Mohammed, BEKELE, BEKELE GERBA, LENCHO LETTA, DAOUD IBSA, GALCHUU, all these people, and also President also Debretsion, the president of Tigray. Yeah, he don't want to fight him. President of Tigray, Debretsion, he don't want to fight him. I know him. He tried many times to explain you, and you know him very well. You are the same government, and for different position, up and down, he tried to correct you, to advise you, to make peace solution. But you refuse because you have some people to push you to go to the war, to the fighting, to make mistake. Maybe some people need the dislocation or the civil war to Ethiopia, the destruction of Ethiopia. That's maybe many people in your near to you to advise you. That is a very big mistake. Very, very big mistake. And I tell you, please, Dr. ABYE, Ahmed, brother, don't go to fighting. And also, I give advice to my brother, President Isaias Afwerki. Don't go to fighting to Tigray. Yes. Tigrayan people, he never do mistake to Eritrean people. You are brother and sister. The mistake coming, fighting, it is Meles Zenawi, peace with him. And you, President Isaias Afwerki, some misunderstanding. And some people, foreigner, some enemy of Ethiopia and Eritrea, making complot to make Isaias, Meles Zenawi, and you, President Isaias, to make you civil war. That's the reason. The fighting of Ethiopia to Eritrea. But not the people of Tigray. Not the people of Tigray. Don't think because Meles Zenawi is a Tigray origin, or maybe the commander or the leaders of this time, it is the EPRDF, and that's why Tigrayan people, he's enemy of Eritrea. No! That is a big mistake. President Isaias Afwerki. Maybe some people also need to make you in the trouble, because today you are in the control of Ethiopia, Eritrea. You are in the power. I know that. Lot of problem, lot of misunderstanding you have in your people. And from my side, I pray God to give you the right way to make peace and salam your people in Eritrea from any family tribe. I know that. And I don't want to see that Eritrea is destroyed also. But I tell you, it says Afwerki, President says Afwerki, if you accept your brother, Prime Minister of ABYE Ahmed, to go to fighting to Tigray in the backside, and in front side, the federal government, by the order of ABYE and other going to fighting, it's a big mistake. Big mistake to Eritrea, big mistake of Ethiopia also. Because if this one's going, no other solution to Debretsion and Tigray government to make agreement, peace, salam, to with JOWAR Mohammed, LENCHO LETTA, in BEKELE GERBA, GALCHUU, DAOUD IBSA, to make another superpower. If these people making agreement and peace, salam, with Debretsion and Tigray government, Prime Minister ABYE, it is very dangerous for you and for your government. Very, very dangerous. Because I know that you have a lot of enemy. Today, you have a lot of enemy, and many enemy of inside Ethiopia and outside Ethiopia, need to make you in the trouble. That I am sure. For that reason, it's better, brother, Prime Minister Dr. ABYE, to stop. Don't go to fighting. Don't go to do this mistake. You must to save Ethiopia. And you must to save the people of Eritrea, and especially people of Tigray, and people of also in Ethiopia, in diversity. You see that, Dr. ABYE Ahmed, you see that BEKELE GERBA, he is Amara person. He is Amara president. And today, he is a best friend, brother, like family to JOWAR MOHAMED, to DAOUD IBSA, to LENCHO LETTA, Nadi Gamada, General GALCHUU. Sorry, Nadi Gamada no. To LENCHO LETTA, Gamal GALCHUU. For that, why? Why today it is some understanding and family, brother, and to make peace, salam, between President Debretsion and LENCHO LETTA or JOWAR MOHAMED or DAOUD IBSA or BEKELE GERBA. Why? Why you, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, you don't make an understanding your people inside in Oromo? And you know that, Dr. ABYE, the majority of Oromo today, it is not to support you. The majority is going to JOWAR MOHAMED and all these people. And you know that BEKELE GERBA, the activist and president of the party, Amara, he have a lot of Amara people to make peace and salam to Ethiopia. He don't want to go to fighting to Tigray. It's not the time. Today now the priority of time, it is how to save our people and how to save about the virus COVID-19. It's not the time to make civil war in Ethiopia. That's why I advise me, Sultan Deberkaleh, the next president, inshallah, if God permit me, the next president of Djibouti, after ISMAEL he will become me, your brother, your friend of Ethiopia, and Eritrea, and Somalia, to make peace in our region, to make peace in Eritrea, to make peace in Ethiopia, to make peace in Djibouti, to make peace in Somalia. The time of fighting, the time of killing, the time of disturbing and making bomb and killing, it's a finish. Why you accept this criminal, ISMAEL? Why you make agreement to make and to support him? Why? I'm not against Ethiopia to will become that. Why you agree to French to make navy in Djibouti? Why? It's normal. But let's make some agreement like brother, sister, friend. No by force. No by cheating. No by criminal act like ISMAEL to sell the country and the people. You don't accept to sell Ethiopia. Why you accept the Djiboutian president criminal guy to sell to Djibouti against the people of Djibouti? Why? This is a criminal act against the people of Djibouti and against the people of Ethiopia. Yes, it's not accepting. And also, last time, when you take my brother or the activist guy, military guy, and he tells that I don't support the criminal act in Djibouti and the injustice of Djibouti, and I need help and protection to Ethiopian government, and you are the Nobel Prize, and you take the Lieutenant Fouad and you give him to ISMAEL criminal. Maybe today Fouad is dead. Maybe he's in the torture. Maybe he's very sick. He's down. By the order of you, Dr. ABYE Ahmed. It's incredible that all Djiboutian people, he don't accept. And it's completely surprised. That action, the Nobel Prize, given to ISMAEL, the lieutenant. He's a military guy. You are military, Dr. ABYE. You are military. For more than how many years? You are a struggle guy. You are mujahid guy from TPLF, from everywhere. And you know what the situation when some guy, he's afraid and to ask you to tell you, please protect me, give me asylum, and you refuse. And also you never talk by officially without any things you give him undercover, like, animal, one night by airplane, Djibouti airplane military, and to send him to Djibouti. That's a big mistake. Big mistake. For that reason, Dr. ABYE, brother, you must understand that time is finished. And that time now, it is only one chance to save Ethiopia. Please, it is the time to give the power by resigning, you and President Saleh. Because also Saleh, she is not originally person to save Ethiopia. Now, let's send to President Saleh to Paris or to America or to everywhere. She will become, VIP and to living peacefully. She go there. But no, she don't stay in Ethiopia. It's not the time to President Saleh to stay in Ethiopia, because she do many mistakes against the people of Ethiopia. I know, people of Djibouti know, Ethiopian people also know, Oromo people know, Amara, Tigray people, he know that. He know. The TPLF, he know very well. Who is President Saleh? He know a lot of historical. And he know that the relation between President Saleh and ISMAEL BEKELE. I don't want to talk a lot of information about that case when she's in Djibouti. I don't care. But today, it is how to save Ethiopia. For that reason, she must resign. And Prime Minister of ABYE also, please, you must resign and give the power to your brother, JOWAR Mohammed, and to make peace with Tigray, Benishangul, Gambela, all this. Ethiopia need peace and salam. For that reason, this is my last advice. Before I need and I want to come to Ethiopia many times. And you know that, Dr. ABYE, I make you very important letter. And also I meet your ambassador 2 times. And I have a lot of possibility to make peace and to help Ethiopian government, to help Djiboutian government, to help Eritrean government, to help Somalian government to make peace, to stop the fighting and bloodshed between City, Afar and Isa, to Oromo and Somali, to Amara to Oromo, to Amara to... I have a lot of experience, but you don't care because your policy, your ID, it is completely different about my real peaceman and real citizen loving to Ethiopia and Djibouti, Eritrea and Somalia. You prefer to listen and to go to the shaitan or the devil people to advise you, go away, go away. You will take the power. And now also you see that the election of Ethiopia, you tell him no election because of COVID-19. And you see that. Also you make some proposition to make centralize all the power like Mengistu Haile Mariam in Addis Ababa. This is incredible. It's a big mistake. Who's accept that? Nobody accept. Only the people, and you put that by force, but nobody people now in Ethiopia to accept the power is coming centralized in Addis Ababa. Never. Finish. People he need to make one federation, and every people he has his own policy and how to struggle, how to make development peacefully, everything to his region. From Somali, from Afar, from Oromo, from Amara, from Tigray, from Benishangul, from Gambela, northern people and south people. Every people need to develop his own area. Not to ask and to wait every time from Addis Ababa, what I do for here, who is the person? Never. Finish. This time is a finish. Over. That, I think, is better than to give and to resign democratically, brother, and to save your personality and to save also your what do you say that in La Médaille? You are Nobel Prize. You get prize for democracy, peace, and justice. For that reason, it is the time to resign. That's my advice. Believe me. And I hope you listen me very well. That's very important. Very important. Okay? For that reason also, you must to take decision to save Ethiopia, to save Djiboutian people against this criminal Ismail Omar Guelleh. What I tell you, it is my, frankly, for everything, I don't have any hate and I don't have any problem with you or President Saleh, but I like and I want to save Ethiopia from civil war. Don't go to civil war. Don't go to fighting to Tigray. Don't go to fighting from everywhere. And take action to tell him to Oromo people, sorry. I need sorry. I need sorry. What I do by mistake to kill my brother and sister from Oromia, I am sorry. Tell him to Mujahideen. The Mujahideen of Oromo people, it is a very, very strong people and very good people. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It's a very good people. And you tell that I am Muslim. And you are Oromo guy. And you do mistake. Okay, God only no make mistake. But it is a time to tell him to go to the elders, the Shimagile or the Abagada. Huh? The Abagada of Oromo people. Sorry. You go to Gambela. Sorry. To go to Benishangul. To go to Southern, everywhere. To tell him, sorry, sorry. I do mistake. I do mistake. Please help me to save Ethiopia. Okay? And tell him, okay, I stop. I stop and I give good election. You prepare the election. Don't go to the election. Don't tell that the PP, the Prosperity Party, he will be the leader. No, never. Finish. Stop. Make new democracy, new peace, and make election quickly to save Ethiopia and our people in the region. Not to go to the civil war. Not to go to the fighting. The time of by force is a finish. Finish. Ismail Omar Guelleh is down. He will close it. The governor of Ismail Omar Guelleh, shortly he will close. And our government, my government, that's why I prepare now. He will go to save our people in Djibouti. Inshallah. And for you, the agreement you have secretly to Ismail Omar Guelleh to come to save him by your military near to from Hawash Arba. I know that. You make in proposition more than 20,000 military soldiers in Hawash Arba and that area. And to tell that, yeah, if some fighting to coming by people in Djibouti, like fighting the people, they don't want this government. After that, you want to put the military, the same like what Mele Zenawi he make to Mogadishu, you want to make the same in Djibouti also. To make some, agreement from the United Nations. Oh, I want to save my priority of my people about the Djibouti port. Because Ethiopia, he needs Djibouti port. For that reason, I must to go military to protect the Djiboutian people from civil war. Yes, the majority Afar, or the majority Isa is from Ethiopia. That's bullshit. No. That no. And nobody in Djibouti people to accept and you put some another criminal guy or some leader to Ismail Omar Guelleh group to put the new president of Djibouti. Nobody. If you try to make these things, will become civil war in Djibouti and the civil war is going to Ethiopia. For that reason, please close the agreement to Ismail Omar Guelleh to support him and to come to support him by military. Finish. The Djibouti people need new policy, new hope for tomorrow. That's what I advise you. And President Isaias Afwerki, brother, don't go to fight to Tigray. Don't go to fight to Tigray. If you go by this one, I tell you, all church, Orthodox, from Asmara, from Bekele, from Addis Ababa, and other city, church, he will become against you. And civil war is starting directly from Asmara. That I tell you. Believe me. Time of fighting to Ethiopia is finished. Time to fighting to Eritrea is finished. He says, tell him to your brother, small brother, Dr. ABYE, you make mistake, too much mistake. Ask Salam peace and ask him sorry to the Ethiopian people and make the election completely and by full democracy without any force. Time of force is finished. That's why I finished my speech tonight. I hope you understand very well and carefully. For me, I will come in Ethiopia when the real democracy is coming, and when I see that Dr. ABYE and our brother JOWAR MOHAMED and all this group, he will come to the power. And you come to make also. You come to make sharing power. LENCHO LETTA is very intelligent personality. GALCHUU, General GALCHUU, and BEKELE GERBA, and also JOWAR MOHAMED, and also DAOUD IBSA. All these people, you can to make some sharing power to make a new peace and salam, to go to the election by peace, and take also Debretsion to share also the power. That it is the future of Ethiopia. Believe me, it is the future of Ethiopia. Believe me, Dr. ABYE, and it's good for you. And also for you, it is enough. Thanks. Maybe after 10 years, still you are young. Thanks God. You are young. You can't wait 5, 10 years to look how Ethiopia is going, how JOWAR MOHAMED, how Debretsion, how LENCHO LETTA, how DAOUD IBSA, he make the new Ethiopia, the new policy of Ethiopia. Give him chance. And you tell him, I stay. Give me some things to help Ethiopia. Maybe you will become to president of Ethiopia. Yes, to take the power of the place of the Ambassador Saleh. Yeah, this sister, she must go to another country, foreign country, or she stay in Addis Ababa like Salam. Finish. That I advise. And maybe tomorrow, when the new election, the Prime Minister is coming in Addis Ababa, why not? You will become the next president of Ethiopia. Yes, why not? And to wait 5 years, 10 years, still you are young, to give chance to see that. How LENCHO LETTA, how JOWAR MOHAMED, BEKELE GERBA, how DAOUD IBSA, GALCHUU, Debretsion, all these people making new policy of Ethiopia, new policy of Somalia, new policy of Djibouti, new policy of Eritrea. Inshallah. God bless you. God bless Ethiopia. God bless Eritrea. God bless Djibouti people. God bless Somali people. Galatoma. Yine Hagar. Allahu Akbar. God bless our people in the region. Peace and democracy and justice and equality. Please share, share, share. For all Oromo people and Oromo struggle activists, please share. It's very important. And give this message to our brother, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. This message and advice coming from Sultan Deberkaleh. He's a Mujahid Afar, struggle man, more than 30 years. 30 years against the criminal regime, ISMAEL dictator. For that, please share my page, share my message. It is very important to save Ethiopia. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.